7.6 Afroyim, the 7 expatriating factors for denaturalization, Part 2. Number 4. Joining military force of another country either, number 1, in any capacity if that country is engaged in hostilities against the U.S., or, number 2, as an officer. Key caveat here for naturalized American citizens is hostilities against the U.S., defined by either Executive Administrative Foreign Policy Decree or binding Act of Congress declaration. Thus, hostile nations are the likes of a North Korea, Islamic Iran, or even Communist China, since that nation is viewed as a direct competitor against the U.S. However, serving in foreign military forces of a nation in non-hostile or ally status to the U.S. is permissible. For example, being raised in northern part of the United States, it was common practice for Jewish Americans upon high school graduation to join the Israeli Defense Forces, given their direct Jewish ancestral heritage, and by serving in Israeli military ranks to secure dual citizenship, namely Israeli citizenship. Now, to be fair, U.S. also offers this practice that by serving in U.S. military ranks in actual combat, one can earn naturalized U.S. citizenship sponsored by the U.S. government. Number 5, formally renouncing U.S. nationality abroad before a U.S. diplomatic or consular officer. Best example of this citizenship renouncement, be it natural birth or naturalized U.S. citizenship, is the 2004 Hamdi U.S. Supreme Court case, whereby, as federal plea bargain against pending charges for Islamic terrorism, Hamdi formally surrendered his natural birth U.S. citizenship to avoid prosecution and was deported back to his parents' country of Saudi Arabia. We will have more detail of this 2004 Hamdi case on Lehrmach YouTube channel in upcoming week. Note, the first 5 acts become effective only after the person who commits them has left the United States. Number 6, formally renouncing U.S. nationality in U.S. when the United States is at war, if done in writing and with approval of U.S. Department of Justice. Note that this particular procedure has not yet been formally defined. The question of whether it refers to a 1941-style congressional declaration of war, which the war can only end with either target nations or the U.S. surrendering, be it conditional or unconditional, or does this war definition also refers to a 2001-style authorization to use military force for anti-terror operations against Islamist groups or governments, which is officially not a declaration of war. Last but not least, number 7, being convicted of treason or participating in any attempt to overthrow the U.S. government. This status is quite serious in modern era. For naturalized American citizens, being a member of Al-Qaeda or any other radical Islamist groups in a near automatic conviction of attempting to overthrow the U.S. government by force of arm.